Good morning, everyone. Let's read what's on the screen. The Age of Darkness without light. Creatures who wandered this world were later called monsters just by humans. They were feared by everyone. It was a weird place for them to break that sentence, but hey, it's all good. No one knows where, when, or how these creatures came to be. Have they been here since the start of humanity? Or were they here since the start of time? Who's to say? Well, certainly not I. Time passes. And man, this beat is bumping, y'all. One day, there was a change in the world. A great beam of light struck the earth and diffused through the darkness, filling the earth with light and destiny. Most of the monsters had no resistance to light and quickly perished. A seemingly endless period of time passed. Oh my gosh, how do they expect us to take this seriously with this awesome beat rolling? Oh gosh. But I can't help but feel a little sorry for the monsters. Like, were they actually bad? Or were they just different? Couldn't the humans have learned to get along with them? I don't know if I necessarily take the human side on this one. Humanity had evolved and dominated the Earth's surface. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it looks like some of them survived? Or are these more innocent creatures that were spared by humanity? Hopefully we'll find out. Oh, here we go. But there's always got to be a but to this, huh? Monsters did not become extinct. I see. So they merely retreated, perhaps bitter by the fact that humanity attempted to wipe them out. They hid underground and increased their numbers. Okay, but who among us can really blame them for being salty? As if they were waiting for the moment of restoration. a.k.a. revenge, it sounds like to me. Our story begins when the monsters reappear and the inevitable ... conflict between man and monster ensues. Oh goodness, that doesn't sound too good or promising. But all right, friends, there we have it. A nice little opening from the game itself. And if you haven't already figured it out just by the title of this video, we are embarking on a brand new adventure, this time for Crusader of Centy on the Sega Genesis. Yes, friends, this is our next Let's Play project. Of course, in rotation with Romancing Saga, but just in case it wants to kind of re-loop that little opening there, why don't we go ahead and just hit the start button and see if it pulls up a menu where, as usual, if you've been with me before on previous LP rides, you guys know that I like to give you a little personal, just snapshot of my experience with the game, my history with it, or, if I don't have a history with it, just what you can at least expect from me as your host and commentator. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over how awesome this song is. It is like just so bumpin'. I might have to find a soundtrack for this if one exists. But okay, focus, rabbit. Crusader of Centy. Hey, y'all. Are you surprised? I had released a poll several weeks ago, and I was asking you guys what sort of project you'd be interested in seeing in regards to which console would kind of be most favorable to you. So the number one response from those of you who did participate in the poll was the PlayStation 2, hence why we ended up embarking on an adventure in the world of Mardius in Romancing Saga Minstrel Song. But the second place winner was for something on, I believe it was specifically the Sega Genesis, but it might have just been Sega in general. I can't remember because, like I said, it was a few weeks that poll ended up going up. But I wanted to go ahead and still reward those of you who did involve yourselves in my decision as to what I was going to play or on what console I was going to play it. So I wanted to go ahead and give the first and second-ish, prize winners something to look forward to and something that they could enjoy. So if you're not interested in a PlayStation 2 game, here you guys go, something a little bit more retro for you. But anyway, just to go ahead and dive into the game itself, I actually am going to be undertaking this blindly as well, so I don't have too much knowledge of the game, its mechanics. I honestly know nothing about the story. I didn't even know anything about the music. My exposure to this game from the 90s was purely and simply that I had seen the box for it, I believe at a Blockbuster once or twice, so I'd heard of the name Crusader of Centy, and I was familiar with what it looked like, but that was the extent of it. My recollection is that a lot of people liken this to A Link to the Past, somewhat of like a clone or a ripoff or a poor man's version of that. And as quite a few of you who have watched me play through other games are well aware, I am much more of an ardent JRPG fan than I am more of the adventure style games or the platforming games, especially just action adventure, anything like that that isn't really more turn-based oriented or I guess more narrative driven in a simple way, I guess. Not to, reduce my own skill to needing something to be turn-based, but it's just something that's always been a preference since I was a young little girl. So unfortunately, I ended up passing on titles like this one, and I didn't even play A Link to the Past until several years later, when I was a teenager, actually. So I didn't end up playing this one, even though I did backtrack and play quite a few games that I passed on that were more platformer-oriented, or in this case, kind of adventure action-oriented, however you'd like to label this. So, with all that being said, I guess I just like to throw out the qualifier that, one, I'm totally undertaking this blindly, so if you have played this numerous times and you kind of know what to expect, please just give me a little bit of slack because I am trying to figure everything out in real time for you. And then the second piece of it just being, in addition to this being blind, this is not really the type of game that I normally have played throughout my lifelong commitments to video gaming, and now in particular retro video gaming. So with that out of the way, just the final pieces outside of the game specifically that I like to throw out to you guys. I have a couple of little announcements. I guess one being that I found that this was very effective when I am playing things blindly, so I just like to let you guys know that I do hold all comments. As well-meaning as some of you may be, I found that some commenters and some viewers tend to be a bit more officious than others, and that you provide a lot of very spoiler-heavy remarks and comments on videos. And while I personally do not mind spoilers, it doesn't remove my enjoyment of a game or of a movie or television show, it really can, I think, negatively impact someone else's experience. So in order to try to deal with those of you who are, of course, well-meaning, I understand that you just get a little excited and you want to be helpful, but it does end up being a little intrusive, I think, for others in terms of embarking on the journey blindly with me. So again, all comments will be held until either a few weeks after the episodes have gone live, and then I'll publish everything, because it's kind of fair game if someone is rewatching something 2-3 months later or when the series is over. You should know, just don't read the comments because there's probably going to be information in there. But for those of you who are watching fresh and new, trust that you will not see anything spoiler heavy in my comment section, because I will not allow them to go live until a decent amount of time has passed. The other thing that I like to throw out to you guys as my final little tidbit to you is whether you are new or whether you are joining me, once again, after all of the series that I've done on this channel, regardless of, where you're kind of at in experiencing games with me, if you do, for whatever reason, feel like at the end of the journey that you learned something or enjoyed the experience, or just, up front, you want to kind of give back to the channel outside of just watching and commenting and liking or whatever else people are always asking folks to do, I do like to let it be known that, ad revenue does fluctuate a lot, and content creation is a humongous time investment. So I do have 3 avenues that you can give back beyond those other means that I already mentioned. One being, I do have a Patreon account that you can become a patron in or at or to, whatever, preposition you want to insert there. So that is a means that you can give back, over time to the channel, just like once a month, like $1 really makes a huge difference. If you feel like just giving on your own terms and not having it be something that is consistent and tied to an account, I do have not only a Ko-fi account, but also a direct PayPal where you can leave more individual tips at, if that makes sense. So links to everything can always be found in the description of each and every single video. So do feel free to take a look at that description box. If you want to become a patron, visit my Ko-fi account or visit my PayPal donation tip jar. All right, friends, that is it. That is my backstory with this game. That is what you can expect in terms of moving forward through this adventure with me. And finally, what you can do in terms of giving beyond just watching and commenting and putting up with my shenanigans. So, all right, what do you say we actually get going and see what awaits us? All right, so it looks like we have the option of just naming the character whatever we want. I'm not a huge fan of this. I really prefer when games kind of give you a stock name, but it's okay. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I think what I'll do in cases like this, historically, I've just named the character hero or something that means hero in a different language. So I'm going to just name him just on the spot. We'll go with Nayak. I think it fits. That is a Y, right? Yeah, it has to be. That looks so wonky, but alrighty. Nayak it is. Let's see how you are involved with all of this with the monsters. And now, the moment you have been waiting for, a birthday party for Nayak. Thank you all for being here today. Happy birthday, Nayak. You are now 14 years old. I have a present for you. Ooh, what is this? And is this my mom? This is the sword your father used. He was very strong and kind, but he lost his life in battle. I really don't want to hand this sword to you, but it is the law of this land to hold the sword and go to battle when a boy turns 14? Oh my God, this is a tough place to be, y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, and I have free reign now. Oh, this is really awesome. Okay, I need to figure out controls and what I'm looking at. So, oh, it looks like I can save anywhere. It says your adventure up to this point will be saved. Very cool. And then take off. Animal A will be removed and animal B will be removed. Interesting. So I'll have pets later on? What the heck is this, y'all? Well, it's a sad tale, but try to honor your father's intent. I want to know, how did my dad die? Was he a part of the whole monster versus humans thing? Looks like I can't really explore in terms of investigating. Looks like bookcases, drawers, little nooks and crannies we can't do anything with. So let's talk to these brats that were here for my birthday party. Oh, Pico. Wow, I want a sword too. I can't wait till I hit the big one. 4. Oh, the big 1-4, like 14. Ha ha ha, I see you. Billy, I have a sword too. Not a rusty one like that. It's a brand new sword. Okay, Billy, you want to go outside and have a duel? Oh, Alice, she's so cute. Happy birthday, Nick. That is a beautiful sword. I'll remember that when I'm the ruler of this world. Nayak, where are you going? Everyone came for you. I guess it is a little rude of me, huh? Huh? Fireworks? Is someone leaving today? By the way, it's the day brave Eamon leaves. Let's go see him. Don't forget to give me a send-off too when my turn to go comes, okay? Oh, Billy, becoming a hero is not an easy task. You'll never become one if you don't train yourself at Rafflesia Training Ground. Come on, hurry. I like Eamon. I like all strong heroes. These kids are so cute. And Eamon, that's the second time I've seen that name. There was a bird character in... Oh my gosh, the name is escaping me now. It's on the Sega Saturn. Oh my goodness. Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldine. There was a character named Eamon. Report your birthday to His Highness the King. Okay, Mom, can do. Looks like we can at last run around and do what we need to. Oh, the graphics are so beautiful. I feel like this game has a nice color palette to it where everything seems very vibrant. It's, yeah, just very vivid and colorful. Mac, bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Thanks, doggo. So Mac's house, don't feed him because he'll get fat, Nayak. That is adorable. All right, friends. Well, I don't think we're going to have like a map or anything. And like I said, I don't really know the controls, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I guess where should we start with exploring? Looks like we're at the far end of town. So I can just go from house to house, but you know how it is with me. I want to see what's out here first. Talk to me, warrior. I used to practice my jumps near the lake, north of Dahlia Valley. But I'm scared to go there now. It's the territory of a very hot-tempered rabbit. You can try negotiating with him if you can talk to rabbits. Well, I think we all know I'm rabbit, so I think we're good. I believe it won't be a problem for Nayak. Let's see. Oh, that's probably the elder, or maybe it's just an old guy. Oh, that's the edge of town. All right, y'all, let's just run around and kind of go back and forth until we've scouted out everything that is open to us. So this one was our house because there is our doggo to the right-hand side. Let's go into the blue-roofed one next. Oh my God, she's adorable. Housewife, you can easily lose your life at the training ground too, as well as the treasure chest. There are also coins hidden under the grass. So this is kind of like a link to the past. I can cut down grass to maybe get money and hearts, or it looks like apples will be what I can restore my HP with. Random woman, the land shape of Dahlia Valley is very complicated. There are monsters too. It's not a place for a kid like you, even if you have a sword. Don't go there. Well, I am 14 and lady, you know the law of the land around here. I gotta go off to battle at 14. I mean, have my balls even dropped? That seems a wee bit young for them to expect us to become soldiers, essentially. Oh, I wonder if this is where I need to go. We'll come back to this big house. Oh, it's a duplex, perhaps? Oh, or an inn. Oh, that's amazing. I like the way that these houses are structured. Old man, my sister is in Dahlia Valley. Her son is at the training ground. Everyone is in a dangerous place. I can't go home because I don't have the skill to throw the sword. Throw the sword? I think you slice with the sword, old guy, but I understand. Oh, okay. So this is just someone's house. It looks like it should be an inn to me, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a dumb 14-year-old. So moving right along. Oh God, this music is so cute. Is that a cow? Just sitting in a cart. What is going on? Can I cut the grass? I guess this isn't grass. Moo, moo. I don't know what is going on over here. This town is a little crazy. What does this say? Fountain of Heroes. Young man, take your sword. Now is the time to fight. Oh gosh, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, you can leave town this way. I'm not ready to leave town. Chickens! Cock-a-doodle-doo! That's adorable. Whose house is this? I feel like this town is too big for my britches. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm a little lost, y'all. Oh, that one might be the mayor's house. But surely we'll find out everything in due time. I think games like this, and again, don't hold me to it, I am certainly not the person who knows her way around non-JRPG styled games. Like, I feel like, especially when I was a child playing through these things, games like this were so open, and I think even though they could be dialogue driven, I guess they just weren't enough so for me specifically. But I loved watching my older and younger siblings play these sorts of games. They both were much more interested in them than I was. So wise man, I see you've grown old enough to carry a sword, Nayak. Now, have you heard about the medals? No, I haven't. The training ground consists of beginning, intermediate, and expert courses containing bronze, silver, and gold medals. Collect and take them to the castle. The king will exchange them for the holy sword, the true sign of a hero. Oh gosh, I don't even know where that is, but thanks for the information. It looks like maybe I should go see my friends. Mom said I needed to go to... Oh, this is a castle. Okay, so that's ultimately where I'll have to be. Good to know, good to know. So I'll just loop back around then, check out these last couple of houses that I didn't pop my head into, and then we will hit up His Majesty. Oh, can I not go inside? Wow, how very rude. How dare you not leave your door open for me to just randomly barge in at my leisure. Oh, and then this person's not even home and they left their door unlocked. Okay, you guys, I guess this is a much different world than the one we live in. That is for sure. So perhaps that's a golden apple. Do you guys see that? Immediately south of me? I wonder how I'm gonna get that. And it's weird that I can't cut any of these down. I guess it's just considered a field of flowers and not technically grass. Oh, it's a church. Speak to me, Father. A wise man. Long ago, there was an abominable event here. People no longer visit. We must have peace with all creatures and bring harmony into people's hearts. I agree. I agree. Let's see here. What awaits us up here? Looks like nothing. I feel it is very typical for these sorts of games to have churches or temples or something to that effect. So I wonder what it'll do. Maybe remove status ailments and status effects that we'll incur throughout the journey. I don't know how they're going to spin that. I don't want to run this way because I think that's going to take me out of town. So that should be it, you guys. Looks like we've exhausted exploring everything that we can anyway in terms of buildings and the folks that are just kind of idling outside of their home. So let's talk to our 3 friends. Pico, isn't the castle up ahead? I'm waiting for Eamon. I want to give him a send-off. Alice, being a hero is every man's dream. I'm sure Eamon will be a great hero one day. And then jealous Billy. Hey, as an aside, how come every douchebag kid is named Billy? Is it just me? Or have you guys noticed that as well? Both in real life and in video games. Anyway, Billy says, Nyack, I think you should report to the king about your 14th birthday. That is what my mom did say, so I suppose we have no choice but to listen and do as she pleases. So anyway, friends, let's go ahead and call it quitsies here. We've looked throughout the entire town. I'm pretty sure I read this. Yes, about the Fountain of Heroes. I don't want to go outside of town yet, assuming the game would even allow me to. I'm guessing it would give us some sort of pop-up notification that says, hey, what you doing? You gotta go see the king, as your mom did order. So we will just be a good boy. We'll listen to the direction of our mother, as well as, I guess, Billy's suggestion, even though it seems like he is just going to be a jelly mad bro. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I am very excited about undertaking this journey and video game experience blindly with all of you in tow, and I hope you are eagerly looking forward to it as well. So take care, be good, and I, your host Rabbit, look greatly forward to seeing you in just a moment in episode number 2 of Let's Blindly Play Crusader of Centy. I'll see y'all in just a second.